Crypto Hotep here with another trading video, crypto market update, another crypto market update video. And first and foremost, I want to say thank you for tuning in as always, guys, and happy new year. I believe this is the first trading recording of the new year. We've made the stock portfolio investing videos for the new year, so this is the first one for crypto and the crypto market. So before we jump in here, gotta give props to Coinbase, the #1 crypto exchange. I've used them for it'll be 6 years now, and you know, I've had no complaints with them. That's where I keep my USDC, so it can earn a little bit of APY, and that's where you see all of my spot trades, and we will go over that shortly here. So all of my spot crypto trades that I show you guys and I show charts on, I place all those purchases on Coinbase Advanced in particular. Okay. So if you don't have an account with Coinbase, use the link in the description. If you do have an account with Coinbase, still use the link in the description because it actually helps me out and helps support the channel. And as always, guys, please like, subscribe, comment, share. Let me know what crypto you guys are bullish on. But by no means is this financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research your cryptos, DYOR all day. And we'll jump in here. So with the new year, a lot of stuff has been going on here. So President Trump did, he set forth an invasion, if you will, on Venezuela, capturing President Maduro, as you can see here, on January 3rd. For the US, that is very bullish only because we will be capturing more than likely some Venezuelan oil reserves, and it looks like some Bitcoin reserves as well that they hold. They hold Bitcoin, they hold gold, they hold silver, and they hold oil in mass abundance. So that's some of the big news here that's been going on. Trump is also pointed at other countries. It's almost like, you know, Pokemon. It seems like Trump's playing Pokemon with what countries he can grab here, but he mentioned Greenland, he mentioned Colombia, so you know, you never know. You kind of take it day by day here with what's going to happen with that. So just keep in mind, because that can produce a lot of volatility here, especially with oil stocks. Not so much, I would say, with crypto, unless some geopolitical events such as, you know, I don't want to say war, but a lot of like really intense conflict happen between US and other countries. But until we see that, I believe it's smooth sailing from that regard. In relation to the calendar for this week, a couple things to note. Okay, so we have the ISM manufacturing PMI. I personally don't follow this. Okay, I know there's several traders on Twitter, for instance, that follow this to the T. Me personally, I could care less. You have Fed Speaker Barkin. He's going to speak tomorrow, so he could add a couple nuggets on how the Fed's looking at for a future rate cut and what the feelings are there. So something could be said about that. We also, this is going to be huge, crude oil stock change. That's going to be huge, especially with everything going on with Venezuela. If the U.S. captures Venezuelans' oil reserves, oil is going to go down even further. It was already declining, right? Gas was already it was cheaper than what it's been for years, and it could get even cheaper as well. On Wednesday, we have the JOLTS job openings. Again, this could be some volatility here for the JOLTS job openings. Looks like the consensus is a negative 1.2% here, so we'll see how that looks. Thursday, we have the initial jobless claims. Okay, the consensus there is 216K here. Okay, and Friday is probably one of the more volatile days out of the week because we have non-farm payrolls. Okay, and then we have the unemployment rate. And again, we touched base on this last month as well. When we're looking at the non-farm payrolls, we want the non-farm payrolls to go up, right? So we want them to to actually trend more than the consensus. So for instance, in November, the consensus was 50,000, right? That means what it was being forecasted as. The actual was 64, meaning that the economy somewhat grew based on these non-farm payroll numbers, okay? So now the consensus is 55 for December, but it's being reported in January for December numbers. So we need that actual to be maybe 60, maybe 65, something along those lines for that to be bullish, okay? Why do we want it bullish? Because we want the economy bullish. If the economy is bullish, the markets love that number go up, if you will, okay? And then, as always, with the unemployment rate, so this is kind of the opposite here. So with the unemployment rate, your unemployment rate, if you remember here, your unemployment rate, we reported it in November, right? So we reported November. In December, the consensus was 4.4%. The actual was 4.6%. So we trended up higher on your unemployment rate, which is very odd, especially when you have the non-farm payrolls that also went up. So you have the non-farm payrolls that went up, meaning that more people were potentially adding people to payroll and hiring, and then you also had unemployment rate for people that were unemployed, that rate going up, and obviously October was not reported as well. So December we have 4.5% consensus, so that's what's being forecasted. So we potentially could see this actual, I'm going to guesstimate at around 4.5%. So I don't think it's going to go up, down. It might just stay right at 4.5%. And if this stays at 4.5% and our non-farm payroll numbers go up, then it's going to be a nice weekend for assets, i.e. crypto. Okay. And then on Friday, we have a lot of Fed speakers speaking. So we have Kashkari and then Barkin again right here. And then you also have the Michigan consumer sentiment preliminary. So again, several other people on crypto Twitter and traders alike, they do follow Michigan's consumer sentiment. I don't follow that, but just know that that's coming on Friday as well. In terms of the markets here, we can go into coin market cap here. So when we look at the crypto market overview, if we go to the fear and greed index first and foremost, fear and greed index, we're actually at neutral now. We haven't been at neutral since October. So we have not seen neutral since October. You can see from our time recording these videos, we were down here. We were down deep in the trenches. This was a very bleak area here. Nobody thought crypto was going to come back. And then slowly but surely, we made our way a little double top here, and now we're trending upwards here. So again, we want to keep in mind, if you are a buyer of crypto, keep in mind of this green area right here. If you see us going into this green area, that could be a nice signal to get out of your positions if they are not long term and if they're more short. Okay. But this is good to see. This is good to see that the fear and greed index and the whole sentiment of the market is slowly changing here. Okay. Altcoin season index. Your altcoin season index here has moved somewhat a little bit to the right. It's still in peak Bitcoin season to me. You're at 26 out of 100. Yeah, it's peaked a little bit, but it's still mainly Bitcoin season right now, which is fine. Let's go back to market overview here. If we look at the crypto ETF net flow, so we are finally positive for a couple days now on net flows, net inflows, not outflows, and that's what we like to see. So net inflows, people buying crypto ETFs. With Bitcoin and Ethereum, we had over 645 million here, and then over 77 million here, both Bitcoin and Ethereum for the new year. You love to see it. You love to see that. And again, Bitcoin dominance still below that 60%. That's bullish for all coins. Ethereum up in the double digits at 12.1%. And if we look at the charts here, let's go to the charts. If we go to the charts here and we start at the great USDC market cap chart, so USDC dominance. As I mentioned last week, USDC dominance was basically, it couldn't clear this weekly level here at around 2.7. So 2.7% was a very hard barrier to entry here for USDC dominance. It's a weekly level, it's a supply level, it's a resistance level, and it hasn't cleared it. Primarily, this got rejected. And you can see here, we have a red candle right here. So we have our first red candle since September 2025 for USDC dominance. That is very encouraging. And then this week, we've started off in the red. Now, again, we are still around 6 days or so left in the weekly time frame here, but this is a great sign. What you would like to see is you want to see multiple weeks of downtrending, very similar to what happened here in April. You'll see multiple weeks of downtrend, because when you see those multiple weeks of downtrend for stable coins like USDC, then your altcoin bags can basically fly here. Okay. If we go to USDT, it's very similar. USDT actually looks better because it looks like a fake breakout here. So USDT right here, we have a weekly level, weekly supply / resistance level that did not clear. Again, if we're applying my trading principles, which I do outline in the trading video, if you go to my channel and just go to the trading playlist, it's the first video. I think it's the most watched video that I have. I go through my whole trading methodology and process, but it did not successfully clear this level. Why? Because we don't have at least 2 to 3 candles past this level and resistance point without touching it. You have one, but this second one here does not clear this level, and now it comes back down. So this is actually very bullish if you're holding altcoins, because we want to see, again, very similar to USDC, just like USDC, we want to see USDT also collapse. So we want to see red candles galore here at this weekly level to the downside. Okay. Let's look at the dollar. The dollar here, it doesn't have me worried, even though it looks a little different than our stable coins. So it was rejected here, right? Rejected at our weekly resistance / supply level. It came back down, touched our demand level, which produced currently a bullish like doji as of right now. We still have close to 4 days left in this weekly time frame for the dollar index, but this is a bullish doji currently. I was expecting that. There had to be some sort of price movement when it came into this weekly zone. That makes sense, right? So what I think will happen is we may get a little dead cat bounce action where we get this little bullish doji here, people get happy, only for the dollar to just smash back down and smash through this. And if that happens and it loses more of its value, watch out for assets. I hope you're an asset investor. That's all I'm saying. And I hope you're not just hoarding cash. Okay. Let's go to ETH BTC. ETH BTC looks fantastic. ETH BTC is also a altcoin type of chart here that I look at. We had a falling wedge which broke out here. It broke out very beautifully here. It broke out on the 50 to 61.8 level, which is the golden fib zone right here. It also produced a demand weekly, or a weekly demand / support level right here as well, and it has held this support level for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks now. This is very bullish, because the reason it's bullish is because it slowed down all this selling, and it's stabilized or based. Price is based out on this level here, and potentially this could be looked at as a trampoline for price to come back up and shoot up here. So all bullish signs right here, all bullish signs. Next, we'll go to the total 3 chart. Total 3 chart, which is just the altcoin market cap excluding BTC, ETH, and stablecoins, looks beautiful. Again, all things are aligning. The past several weeks have been awful, right? We've seen nothing but red candles. We did not really know where price was going to go. We did mark our charts out correctly, and I did mention we want to see some sort of bullish pressure here, and we're finally seeing it. And it makes sense. Why does it make sense? We have a weekly demand / support level here. Price from October came down and descended into this weekly demand level, and we finally saw this bullish doji the week of December 29th. Then to the start of this week, we see a nice green candle right here. Look at that green candle. That signifies that buyers have stepped in. Now again, don't get too overjoyed, because this whole move with crypto could retrace and we could just go back down. So I'm not getting very happy here. I'll get happy once we close above this support line and we close with this bullish candle at the end of this week. That's when I'll get happy. But as of right now, I'm not happy because you still have 6 days left in this weekly time frame. But everything looks pretty good. You are also, again, very oversold on your slow stochastic, which is right here. So again, this makes a lot of sense. We'd love to see it here. But let's go to the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin chart looks great to me. Everything looks great finally. Like the last few weeks have been like really bad. Like they haven't been bad. It's just been like boring. It's just been like, oh great, another sell. But it looks great. Why does it look great? Well, again, we have our fib golden zone, the zone between 50, 61.8, and we saw that price came down into it for Bitcoin, and it produced a bullish doji. And currently, now it's produced this nice green candlestick right here. This is your current weekly candlestick. That looks good, but again, we got 6 days left, so we got to wait and see. We got to be very patient. But if I was buying Bitcoin, right? I just buy Bitcoin every week. I don't really care what the price is. But if I was trading it, right, this would constitute a buy in my book. If I'm using my trading rules for position trading, this bullish doji, this would constitute a buy in my book because it tapped into a weekly demand level. It closed above the weekly support line, and it showed bullish intent right here. So that would constitute a buy in my book. Let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum doesn't look bad either. However, this is the only thing with Ethereum. If you look at Ethereum here, traded below, right? It traded below the fib golden zone right here. So what it has to do, or what Ethereum has to do, is it has to not only close bullish, but it has to close through this area for me to get happy, and for me to think that Ethereum's going to go back to 4,000 and 4,500. Because as of right now, this is a big level of a resistance here that it has to reclaim. It has to get past it. As of right now, it hasn't gotten past it yet. It's still kind of just chipping around here, which is still a good sign because it hasn't collapsed either. So it's just kind of ranging here. Okay. It hasn't produced any weekly demand or support level as of yet. I don't consider this weekly demand or support. Again, guys, you know my rule. You have to have 1, 2, 3 candles and then a bearish candle for weekly demand or support. This hasn't done this yet, so I'm not going to draw that out. And let's go to our trades, guys. Let's go to the trades that we were in, or that we are currently in. I haven't added anything to my trades as of yet. So I did highlight with these price labels my buys here, but Airdrome looks great. If Airdrome closes like this, and I'll zoom in just a little bit here. If Airdrome closes like this at the end of this week on Sunday, I will be buying some more Airdrome right here. This is a fantastic buy. We have basically a bullish, not a bullish doji, but a bullish candle right from this bearish doji here. and it potentially is closed at support, which is totally fine for me, inside the demand level, oversold, I am good to go on that. So I will buy the dip on Aerodrome all day if it closes like this. But again, we have to wait. Let's go to C. C here. C looks okay. Again, but we're waiting. So if you follow my trades here, I don't just buy because everybody else is buying or we see a pump. I don't do that. I sit on my hands and I wait and see what's going to happen at the end of the time at the end of the time frame. So as of right now, we're finally seeing a bullish candle for C in the demand level and the weekly support. That's great. If this closes like this, guess what? I'm adding to C at this level here. But we have to wait. We still have 6 days left. Okay, let's go to Uniswap. Uniswap looks okay. It doesn't look as good as C or Aerodrome to me, and I'll explain why. So if you see Uniswap here, Uniswap has several bullish candles. It has this bullish candle and these two bullish dojis. For me to be confident in buying at this level for Uniswap, we have to close above this support point. I think the support point looks like it's $6.12. We have to close above that for me to feel confident in Uniswap. And right now we're just playing along this level here. I don't like that. I need to see a close successfully above that. So I'm not going to buy any Uniswap this week. I may buy it next week if it closes, but as of right now, nothing in regards to Uniswap looks good to me right now. It looks okay, right? Let's go to Graph. Graph is actually showing some life. Again, I'm not buying any Graph though right now. Why? Because it's broken below our weekly demand and support level, and now it's going to be retesting this. What I need to see out of Graph now is I need to see it come in and try to reclaim this level, or I need to see a demand level come right here and develop right here. So for a demand level, I need to see 2 to 3 candles to the upside. We have our bearish candle here, and I will draw that out and take this demand level out here. So I need to see that. So for me to see that, I have to be what? Patient, and I have to wait. So I'm not doing anything with Graph right now. And I won't be doing anything with Graph maybe for like 2 to 3 weeks. Near, okay, Near, again, showing some life. But I'm not doing anything with Near right now either. So Near, for me, right here, Near broke out of accumulation. So we were accumulating right here, just ranging, and then it finally broke down. Now, Near is retesting this area that we just broke, which was around $1.79. What I would like to see is Near reclaim this line, and if it does, I will put a buy for that. But until then, I won't. So it either has to reclaim this level, this accumulation level that broke, or we have to develop a new demand or weekly support level right here. And then I will, I will place a buy for that. That wouldn't be a problem. And that wouldn't go against my ruling either. Okay. And last but not least, let's just look at the spot altcoin portfolio here. So 1 month return, we have 4.68%. 3 month return, we have a negative 24.2%. And then a 6 month positive 0.94%. So finally in the green for the 1 month. Again, it's going to take time. We've been in the red for 1 month, 3 month, and 6 month for so long. So we're slowly but surely turning the tides here. My biggest position is still USD. I've been adding USDC to my USDC bag that's at Coinbase, right? So earning that small, APY percentage on that because we're just waiting. We're just adding USD and we're just waiting until we see our trades. Until we see our buying setups, we'll wait. Uniswap is our next position here, down negative 15.9%, almost 16%. Aerodrome, as we talked about, down over negative 21%. Near, still down over negative 35.45%. C, down negative over 40%. And then the worst one of them all that still is Graph at, now it's below 60 because it was at 60 at a negative 56.353%. These are all really rookie numbers for it to be down. Crypto moves so fast and is very volatile that I am willing to hold through these drawdowns just fine. And that's because I know these cryptos. I've researched these cryptos, and these cryptos aren't going anywhere. They're just simply not. They have very good presence in blockchain, and they're constantly developing, and I just have great confidence in them. And sometimes it just takes time. So as always, guys, I hope this video is helpful. I feel very bullish as of right now on the crypto market, on altcoins as well. We will see what the end of the week has in store. But if this video was helpful, guys, please please subscribe, let me know what you think, and as always, thank you and happy trading, guys.